The ground beneath the Lamar Valley does not just sit still, it breathes. But today, the rhythmic pulse of the earth is matched by the frantic thundering of thousands of hooves. A massive herd of American bison, creatures that usually embody the stoic stillness of the plains, is in a state of blind terror. They are not grazing, they are not resting, they are running. Dust clouds billow behind them as they bypass their traditional wintering grounds, pushing desperately toward the park boundaries. Behind them, the geysers hiss with a new aggressive intensity, and the air carries a sharp metallic scent that was not there yesterday. The giants of the wild are leaving, and they are not looking back. The introduction. Yellowstone National Park is often described as a crown jewel of the natural world, a sanctuary of geothermal wonders and diverse wildlife. However, beneath the breathtaking landscapes of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho lies one of the most powerful geological features on Earth, the Yellowstone Supervolcano. For millennia, a delicate balance has existed between the heat of the magma chamber and the life thriving above it. But when reports surface of mass animal migrations, the world takes notice. Observation of wildlife behavior has long been a secondary tool for predicting natural disasters, often picking up on signals that human technology might miss. The recent phenomenon of bison, elk, and deer fleeing the inner sanctuary of the park has raised a haunting question among scientists and enthusiasts alike. Do the animals know something we do not? The ascent of tension. To understand why a mass exodus is significant, one must first understand the sensory world of the animals involved. Humans experience the world through a limited spectrum of sight and sound. In contrast, species like bison and elk are finely tuned biological sensors. Research suggests that large mammals can detect infrasound, low-frequency acoustic waves that travel through the earth long before a tremor is felt by human skin. As magma moves deep within the subterranean chambers, it creates micro-vibrations. These vibrations resonate through the bedrock, creating a subaudible hum that can cause profound physiological stress in animals. Furthermore, the chemical composition of the environment undergoes subtle shifts during periods of increased volcanic unrest. Groundwater, the lifeblood of the Yellowstone ecosystem, is sensitive to the gases rising from the magma. Increases in helium-4 or sulfur dioxide levels can alter the taste and smell of watering holes. To a human hiker, the water might look the same. To an elk with a highly developed olfactory system, the water may suddenly signal danger. This chemical signaling acts as a silent alarm bell, triggering a deep-seated survival instinct to relocate to higher, more stable ground. The tension escalates when these biological observations align with seismic data. In recent months, the Yellowstone Plateau has experienced hundreds of small earthquake swarms. While geologists often dismiss these as routine adjustments of the Earth's crust, the animals react to the cumulative effect. The sight of bison running down paved roads, moving with a singular purpose away from the caldera, creates a visual narrative of impending doom that is hard to ignore. It's a clash of cold analytical data and the raw, ancient intuition of the animal kingdom. The climax. The peak of this mystery occurs at the intersection of thermal anomalies and behavioral extremes. In certain sectors of the park, ground temperatures have risen enough to scorch the roots of trees, creating what locals call drunken forests, where timber leans at precarious angles. It is here that the animal's behavior becomes most erratic. Observers have noted that it's not just the large herds moving, but also the smaller, more reclusive predators. Wolves and coyotes, usually tied to specific territories, are being spotted in areas where they have no established presence, appearing disoriented or hypervigilant. As the steam vents at Norris Geyser Basin grow louder, mimicking the sound of a jet engine, the exodus reaches its height. The movement is no longer a slow migration, it's a pressurized escape. The animals are navigating a landscape that is becoming fundamentally hostile to their biology. The sulfuric rot in the air and the constant low-level vibration of the earth create a psychological pressure cooker. For the wildlife, the park has transformed from a haven into a cage that is heating up. This is the moment where the power of nature is most visible, not in the explosion of a volcano, but in the collective retreat of its most resilient inhabitants. The conclusion. Ultimately, the mystery of the fleeing animals at Yellowstone serves as a humbling reminder of our place in the natural order. While the United States Geological Survey maintains that there is no evidence of an imminent eruption, the behavior of the bison and elk reminds us that nature operates on a scale and a timeline that we are still learning to read. The migration might be a response to a particularly harsh winter or a change in forage availability, but the timing and intensity suggest a deeper connection to the geological pulse of the supervolcano. Whether these animals are the harbingers of a world-changing event or simply sensitive residents reacting to a restless Earth, their movement forces us to look closer at the ground beneath our feet. Yellowstone remains a land of fire and brimstone, hidden under a veneer of pine forests and crystal rivers. As long as the herds keep moving, the human world will continue to watch the horizon, waiting to see if the warnings written in the dust of 1,000 hooves will finally come to pass. The animals have made their choice. They have chosen survival over the beauty of the caldera. Now the world waits to see if the sleeping giant will follow their lead and wake from its long slumber.